is Sean Breen. I'm a trial lawyer. I work at Howry, Breen, and Herman, a group of trial lawyers. JD was a young man who was driving home from an Ivy League school for Christmas vacation when he was struck by a drunk driver from behind that was traveling over 100 miles an hour. JD was in a safe car, a BMW, thank God, and was hit from behind, and the dynamics of the accident caused a serious traumatic brain injury in a couple ways. When you meet people that have brain injuries, it's not evident like a missing limb or a burn or a scar. A lot of times you don't know what that person was like beforehand, and you have no idea the effect of a brain injury on that person because you can't see it. JD was a football player, and so he'd had previous concussions, and we had to be able to sort out the damage from the previous concussions with the damage from the wreck. With DK's help, we had a freight train of proof that was going to show how damaged this young man was. So what we did to show them about the accident is we took an actual crash video from the National Data Bank that had, coincidentally, JD's car getting struck from behind at the equivalent of 100 miles an hour. So we had that video as something that we could use as a centerpiece to show people what that looked like. Then what we did was we took 3D scans of the vehicles, submitted them to DK, and through that we had a digitized setup to be able to show people actually the collision and the actual damage to the vehicles, which was very powerful. The crash video helped us show how he was injured by the acceleration, deacceleration, his head moving forward and backward, and how his brain moved within his head when that happened. The actual physical contact of his brain with his skull. The other way he was injured that we used DK for was to show how the axons, the communicating devices in his brain, were torn, wither, literally like a weed that you poisoned. And what it causes, ultimately, is the deficits and the things that every day a brain injury victim has to live with. And we showed that with DK Global too. What we did was we looked at what he was before and his potential, and then we measured what he lost. I'm so glad to have set a record on this case with this settlement that will take care of him the rest of his life, which is so important with brain injury victims, is getting them taken care of the rest of their life. Howry Breen has been working with DK Global for several years now. And to be frank with you, if I have a big important case, I pick up the phone and I call DK, because DK Global helps put the show in show and tell. And that's what this is about. Being a trial lawyer is about being able to demonstrate things to people, empowering them, giving them the knowledge so that they understand and they can make a difference for somebody to give them full and fair compensation. And DK Global has been an extremely valuable partner for us on a number of cases, including JD's, to get full and fair compensation. DK Global is so responsive. They have great ideas. They understand what we're trying to do. And it's just really been unbelievable for our clients. It's worth every penny. You know, they say that a picture's worth 1,000 words. With DK Global has literally been worth millions to my clients.